Hello.
All right, Edna, we can't hear you.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah. Get started, Edna. Come on.
Hello.
Don't wait for anyone. Just start.
Edna, you are on mute. So.
All right, maybe we get started. So all of you attending from
Hello,
Nigeria,
everyone.
Ghana. Huh?
I think she's doing one more attempt.
Okay.
Hello.
We can hear you right now.
Okay. So for those of you who might not know me, I am Edna, Director of Business Development. Yeah, so the main purpose for today's information is to share valuable insights and strategies for SMEs businesses in uncertain times and growth. Our house. That's plan for you. Yeah, will be topics such as designing business model, developing a business plan, booking necessary for companies, amongst others. Yeah, I encourage all of you to keep microphones off, please, to reduce interruptions. Channel, channel. Interim room, please. Be encouraged to ask questions. Please participate. As you participate in the chat room is what makes this session truly and valuable for us. Yeah. So before we begin, I'd like to ECOBANK, Nigeria, that's what I bring out. So that's the commitment of this information session is commendable and grateful for collaboration. So let's go into the first section of presentations from all speakers. Yeah, so order Mr. Avinash, Nicole, Dr. Mavishka Darren, Monica Moscovini, and Mr. Pochiku. Now, briefly, so Mr. Avinash Nikolde is the founder and group CEO of AN Global Consulting. He is a successful entrepreneur and business consultant with 30 plus years of experience. He became a chartered accountant in India in 1988 for his tax practice Australia. He bet Avinash Nikolde and Co. in 1993 to 2005. He has 7,000 clients, 20 public companies. He's been an entrepreneur since 1993 and traveled to over 45 countries for businesses. Yeah. Currently, he owns and runs several businesses in Dallas, Texas, and one in Fairmont, CA. He became an international business consultant in US, Australia, Dubai, and India since 1995. That's our founder and group CEO, Mr. Avinash Nikolde. Moving on to Dr. Meenakshi Dhariwal. She's the CEO, India. She is a distinguished entrepreneur, professor, and author. Brings over 30 years of versatile experience. She served as the dean at ICFAI, a prominent Mumbai business school, and a visiting faculty at esteemed institutions, including IIT Bombay. In 2017, she founded Alpha Global. As a dedicated mentor to aspiring entrepreneurs, she established an incubation center at ICFAI and held the position of honorary secretary at Council for Small Business and Entrepreneurship. At AN Global, she leads India operations with expertise and passion. All right, so moving on to Monica Biscavenu. She's our CEO, that's the Chief Administrative Officer, and she's a seasoned professional with over 20 years of experience in training, coaching, and consultancy, brings a wealth of knowledge to AN Global Consulting. Monica's person-oriented approach, honored through her diverse career in both domestic and international profit and non-profit sectors, allows her to coach people to find customized solutions that cater to their unique circumstances. Her passion for making a positive impact on people's lives, combined with her real-world experience and high-level qualifications, positions her as a top-notch service provider for clients. And that's Monica Biscovenu. Moving on to Mr. Nwalito Chiko Friday. He is the CEO Africa. He is an experienced entrepreneur and author based in Lagos, Nigeria, with a remarkable track record spanning over 2 decades. Nwali's expertise extends to real estate, travel, and logistics as the visionary behind TD Home and Real Estate Limited, operating in Nigeria and New Jersey, USA. Nwali ensures operational excellence and sustainable growth as a goal-oriented leader dedicated to delivering top-quality professional services and fostering teamwork, coaching, and motivation with dynamic organizations. So please, we'll leave the floor for all our presenters, our speakers, from Mr. Avinash right down to Mr. Nwali. Thank you so much. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very, very much, Edna. I see we have a lot of people who joined, and it was a great personal experience when I visited Nigeria and Ghana, great people. And so it's a privilege to be speaking with all of you again. I'm going to share a few things about the company that we have, and I'll share with you some personal things also. So I think today's topic is bankable SMEs business in an uncertain time. And our company is actually called AN Global Group Holdings, and this is a consulting part that we are talking about. We are just, I think there are people joining, so I'm also admitting them as we go along. Before I start, I think I understand that those of you who've joined are either in business or looking at business or providing services to the SME community. So I want to start first with the 3 suggestions or 3 tips for the business community. Okay. I have been in business throughout my life, except for 1.5 years when I was mid-20s, when I reached Australia and before I started my own accounting practice. So first suggestion I have for all of you is, aim for excellence. Go for excellence and not just chase money, because money will follow you. Money will come your way if you really try and become the best at whatever you do, whether it's it's a service, it's a product, whatever you do, try and be the best at it. Okay. Second, set yourself some high goals, and comfortably reach somewhere, but challenge yourself, go for something a lot higher. And as you set the goal high, don't just focus on just the end goal, but enjoy the journey of business life also. That's my second tip, second suggestion for all of you, because the business life can be challenging sometimes, can be thrilling as well, but the joy can be there sooner or later, but just enjoy the ride. Okay, that's my second suggestion for all of you. And third, because I think the topic itself says uncertain time, and I just want to say that there are lots and lots of opportunities that exist in the business world, even during the uncertain times or difficult times. They talk about wars and high interest rates and challenging economic times. And even in US, where I am right now, the expected growth in 2024 is low. But don't let that dictate your enthusiasm and your passion for success. So those are my 3 suggestions at the outset. And now I'll just turn to AN Global, and I'll just share briefly as to what we do. So this is just a bit of my background. I grew up in India, went to Australia in '89, started my own tax accounting practice. In 4 years, I was #1 in the whole country with 7,000 clients and 20 public companies. We went in education business. We used to own international colleges. Since 2012 or 13, when I got my green card, we've been in US, done a lot of business turnarounds, and now AN Global is the main, the group of companies that we run. So we do have a corporate vision. We want to be an internationally trusted brand, providing integrated, out-of-the-box, customized solutions to small and medium-sized businesses. That's where we focus, and that's where you find that our team in Africa, in Nigeria, Ghana, will be extremely good, because that's our goal. That's our vision, to provide out-of-the-box customized solutions. We also have a non-profit. We want to be good corporate citizens. We want to give back to the community. And, so we want to promote unity, understanding, and mutual respect among different cultures, philosophies, and religions through education, meditation, and events. So that's our non-profit arm, and that's our vision. We do want to be a public listed company, and we want to be worth, over $1 billion in the next 5 years, or within 5 years. So time is short. We do have a very good team, which can actually help us get there. And so at this stage, we're in 10 countries. I don't have time to go about everyone, but we have some of them who will be presenting today. We have been around from 1993, from starting of the tax accounting practice to international education, to growth and turnaround, to business migration, to business brokerage, franchising, and things like that. So these are our 7 verticals. Okay, so what do we do? First is franchising. What do we do in franchising? Franchising, we will have our own 4 to 5 different franchise opportunities that we would like to have clients. But also, any good business model, if they want to expand by way of becoming a franchisor, so we can help them become a franchisor. And then we also help them find the franchisees or potential investors in their business concept. So that's called franchise sales. So in franchising, we have our own franchises. We can help do franchise development as well as franchise sales. Second, what we do, and we're very good at, is the business brokerage. So in that vertical, what we do is, if anyone wants to sell their business, we help them with the valuation, we do with the documentation, we create a story, we try and attract the buyers, and it's like a matchmaking. A seller wants very high price, we bring him down to reality. The buyer wants an absolute bargain, we lift him up a little bit and enjoy. Once you do that, then that's where the real real benefit is there for everyone. So that's the business brokerage. Then we do business consulting. Consulting, there are 2 things we do in business consulting. Give us any business and we can help them turn around, we can help them grow. So that's locally. And for those who want to expand their business and become international companies, we can actually help. So you'll find that we do have a very strong team in consulting, and this is where we're actually growing, especially with the presence in 10 countries. We give them a menu. Choose which country you feel you'd like to go based on your product or services, whatever you're offering. So that's about consulting. In education, we have more than 100 corporate training courses. And we are looking at, we have actually applied, we should get the approval this month to become an international college in Australia. And we also then wants to join open up in UK and Canada as well. In technology, we have our own CRM. We have full digital marketing, social media team. Actually have an excellent team for websites of any type, any complexity. We can actually do it. Um, that's the technology part. Then we have the business migration, and in business migration, especially for US, Canada, and Australia, anyone who wants to expand a business in those countries, but they also want a green card or they want a business visas, so we can help with that. So we don't give immigration advice. We have immigration attorneys we work through, and but we are the one-stop shop for our clients. Then we have the trade and investment. So for those who are into manufacturing, they're into trade, we help them expand internationally, and then also find them distributors and stuff like that. So market entry, market penetration, looking at their pricing, looking at the competition, looking at local laws and whatever, and help them expand into the new country. So that's about the trade and investment. So you can see that we are virtually the one-stop shop for small to medium-sized businesses. It doesn't mean that we can't do a big business or we can't help the startups, but that's primarily our focus. I just mentioned these are a bit more details about franchising part, why our franchise we believe is very good. Business brokerage, in US, at any given time, 2 out of 5 businesses are for sale. So, it's a huge business, and 1.5 out of those 5, they want to sell, but they don't know the valuation. They don't know how to go about it. So it's a big business. Consulting, we mentioned growth and turnaround. Of course, the franchising, sales, marketing, international consulting, education, we mentioned technology, business migration, trade and investment. So we are in 10 countries right now, and we're growing. Our goal is to be in 25 countries in next 2 years. In US, the AN Global Group Holdings is our parent company, and we have got 7 subsidiary companies in Texas. We do have a bit of team in US. In Canada, on the right-hand side top, you see the name of the entity. So we have 100% subsidiary in Canada, and we have a great team in Canada. So what we do is we actually, when we go to a new country, we understand what the business opportunities are in that country. We create an entity, we hire local people, and we try and expand. So with the local expertise, local knowledge. Mexico, we have a great team. That's our legal entity there. And it's not that we do the same thing in each country. We try to understand out of the 7 verticals which are going to be working in that country, or maybe there's something else that we can adopt for that country. So we try and cater to our offerings to that particular country. So Australia, we've got 3 entities, and it's a growing team. It's profitable. UK, we're growing. We started only 2 months ago. That's where I met Mr. Nwali at the International Expo there. So UK and India is a backend. We've got more than 30 full-time people there to support entire global operations in every way. Dubai, it's like a stepping stone for the Middle East. So we do have a company there, and we're going to drive certain operations there. And now as Africa, Mr. Nwali, Edna, we have a few more. Didn't have it here, but it's a growing team. And if we can focus on Africa, we definitely want to expand here into various cities in Nigeria and Ghana. And then once the model is there, we understand what the need is, how we can help. We want to expand into other African countries as well. So Africa, we have huge expectations. I think we definitely want to contribute to the life of the African community. And those who are doing well and they want to expand into US, Canada, we can help them. They want to get a business visa, green card, migration side, we can help them. Those who want to trade and all that. So I think the local team we have is really, really good, and they can really guide you in, from consulting to franchising to international expansion. We work with three models. Either you can be a referral partner with us, or you can be a business partner with us, or we can be a franchise partner. Those details, you can learn about it later on. But we do have a sort of a model that's how we want to expand into each country. We're going to have our own franchise expos in 6 countries in 2024. And, Mr. Nwali wants it to be in Nigeria as well. So maybe we'll have a smaller conference and bring in some international franchisors to Nigeria, Ghana, and we'll see. But this is what we have planned for 2024 at this point. We are part of many prestigious memberships. Okay. So I know we're running short of time, but we have also, because we plan to go public, we don't want to dilute much at all. And we put out a PPM, which sort of lifts all our things. At this stage, we have a particular investor who's going to put in, he wants to buy all the shares. So because the share prices are going to grow. So that's what it is. So we are looking at being a public listed company. We want to grow. And more importantly, for those joining us from Ghana and Nigeria, we want to have our firm roots in the African continent, starting from Nigeria. And these 2 places we already have formed the companies, and we are definitely want to grow our team there. So I think my time is up. Is it? Okay. All right. So I thank you everyone for listening in. So, please feel free to talk to Edna, Nwali, any of the other members of the team. And they're very efficient, they're very professional, and they can help you in every way. And we'd like to have more and more, this is the first time, so maybe I'd like to have interactions later on. And so I thank you and congratulate you for your business journey, and AM Global is there to support you in every way we can. So thank you very, very much, and please continue to enjoy this webinar, and I wish you all the best in life. Thank you.
Thank you, Avinash. I think I will take over from here.
Okay.
We're gonna continue with the entrepreneurial info session. So I'll just share my screen, and we'll continue with a few tips that you can have for your business. So I will pass the microphone to Dr. Meenakshi, and I will share the presentation with her down the road and with me. Thank you.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Next slide. Welcome to this session, an info session on entrepreneurship.
From India.
From India.
Monica from India.
Monica, next slide.
My colleague in AM Global.
Can you please mute yourself? Please mute yourself, everyone, just to not have a noise background. Thank you.
Yeah, hello. Good evening, everyone. So I would like to give you an overview of entrepreneurship workshop that we have, that we offer regularly. So as you all know that every business starts with an idea, whether it's a big business or a small business. And the success of the business lies in the idea, how powerful or how unique that idea is. Also, it's very important to have a unique out of the box idea for a successful business. Also equally important is the sector or the line that you choose, which goes hand in hand with the idea. Because if you choose a business line, as Shakespeare said, if caught on trap leads on to fortune. So if you have that kind of idea, one can make millions. So it's important to have a great business idea, and this is where AIN Global can help. We have idea generation workshops where we help you brainstorm your idea, evolve your idea, develop your idea, and try to make it a feasible, profitable, unique, out of the box idea. Next slide. So we have to also see that whether the idea is feasible or not, right? So idea has to be doable. It has to be a doable idea, feasible idea, technically doable. Secondly, it has to be a viable idea, meaning after you sell your idea, after you sell your product or service, it should be able to help you make some profit. And thirdly, most importantly, the profits will only come if you are able to offer a value proposition, because customers will pay you only if you can offer some value to them. So what is the value proposition? So we offer complete feasibility studies, so which helps you find out whether the idea is feasible or not, whether it is doable or not, whether it can be implemented or not. And after implementing, is it profitable or not? Is it an idea which can help you generate necessary funding, right? Now, next you have to see whether at the end of it, it is going to help you make profits or not. The venture has to be lucrative because you are in business to make money. So our marketing consultants at AIN Global help you understand the market, help you understand the trends. And as you all know that markets are very dynamic nowadays. The taste, fashions, technology, everything is changing at a lightning speed. So our consultants at AIN Global, who have experience of more than 100 plus years in marketing consulting, they help you understand the market, help you make a market plan that can succeed. Once we have done some feasibility studies, we can help you make a business model. And in the business model is like a skeleton. It can help us understand how we are going to procure the inputs, the raw material, or how we are going to procure the services, inputs, everything that goes into delivering the final product or service. It also helps us identify certain technology that is involved. How will we market the product? Where will we market the product? Right. So once we make an HR plan, previous slide. So once we make a plan, the business plan, then so once we have a business model, then we can make a detailed business plan. We help you make an entire business plan at AIN Global. You can make a business plan outline with us in our workshops. So we work on each idea and we try to make it convert into a business plan that can include many elements. So our workshops basically are hands-on. They're very, very practical. They're not theoretical and very interactive, where we discuss with you your business idea, we discuss with you your business model, and help you develop business plan. Next slide. We also have an investment division, investment vertical that Mr. Avinash spoke about, and it helps you decide the type of financing. Our consultants help you decide the type of financing, and we also help you procure financing, mobilize financing for your startup, for your business. We also help you decide what kind of finance will be most beneficial for you. Is your business eligible for some grants, or is it bank loan that will be ideal for you? Or in case if you don't have any collateral to offer, we can always help you with some VC funding. If it is self-financing, how can you bootstrap? All that we can help you with. So we are here to consult you on means of financing, types of financing. So it is not just setting up the business that we can help you with. Our consulting arm basically concentrates on and specializes in growth and turnaround. So once you have set up a business, we can help you grow the business, help you manage operations effectively, help you manage the cash flow. We can help you do the budgeting. We can help you market your products. We can help you in your digital marketing plan, brochures, flyers, offline marketing collaterals, websites. So we have an entire wing of consulting, which can help you grow the business to the next level.
So I will take over from here, Meenakshi, just to say a few words, if you don't mind. So another step for your business is to have employees. Of course, we can help you with all those steps that Meenakshi mentioned in regarding choosing the business to see if it's lucrative business plan, but also you reach the point where you will need help. So you will need people to help you, people around you to grow the business. It says always that people are definitely the company's great assets. They are the heart and soul of your business. So how to hire employees, we're gonna give you just a few ideas to advertise the position that you want to have for the employees, a well-crafted job description, of course, with outline the roles, responsibilities, expectation for that position and for that employee that will come join your business. So that kind of advertisement can be on the paper, online, can be really mouth to mouth, who you know. So they can be different ways to advertise. Then once you advertise, you will need to select candidates. The selection of candidates will go through an interview process that you really need to know what kind of question you will ask, what skills exactly you are looking for that position, and ask the specific questions. So it is a process on hiring people. Another step is training the employees. Training the employees is not only talking about the onboarding, but also explaining them the things that really needs to be done within that role. They have to understand to do the job properly. And of course, think about that. A position, a role is not just ABC task. Usually it's multi-layers of duties and functions within the company. Now, once you have people on board, you will need to start to aggressive to market if you want to grow, if you want to evolve. So marketing, I like to say that marketing is the art and science of connecting with your audience, understanding their needs and showcasing how your product or service can fulfill those needs. Marketing is also, as you see, in two ways, the traditional one and the digital one. So the traditional one is the radio, TVs, newspaper, but in these days, I think the digital marketing is the most way that people are looking for the marketing. It's effective, but you need to have a website. You will need to have a social media platform on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. It really depends with what you are comfortable and what you is target clients, because it could be for kids, or it could be for adults, or it could be for seniors. So it's really depend. You have to have that strategies. And of course, think about that. When we talk about marketing, we talk about different areas. You have to know the market in your area, you have to know the community, and you have to know the target audience. So keep in mind, different areas are different strategies. And marketing, when we talk about marketing, is not only social media or the traditional one on TV or radio, but also is the networking within your community, networking with other business owners, where you expose your services, you talk about your business, and you make your brand known. So all those things, when you prepare with us your business plan and other steps for your business and get advice from us, we can help you also with marketing, with hiring, and also with another opportunity to be exposed on the market. So that is the franchise opportunity. So once your business is set up and running, and you have people around you to help you, you have employees, the next step is just focus on growing, focus on opening new services probably, or even opening new locations. Besides that, you can choose also to franchise your business. So here I can say the EN Global can assist you in expanding your business through the franchise model. We offer our expertise in all aspects of franchising, from strategies, marketing, recruitment of the franchisee, to ongoing support. So I can say from the initial step to the success in the franchise world. So as a franchisee, as an entrepreneur, you have to understand different aspects of your business. And of course, if you like, we are here to support you. So the next step that we want to present you is some specific markets. So I will pass the discussion to Mr. Navalny to discuss that. Mr. Navalny, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Monica. Yes, just like Monica said. I hope I'm audible around. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you for this opportunity to be here. I'm Wale Ochuko, the CEO for Global Africa. So I'm going to be presenting and talking to you the opportunities that we have in expanding and scaling your business in Africa. Africa is a huge market and it's untapped market. And we have so many green opportunity, greener than most of my African colleagues can ever think of. We call the Western world a greener pasture, but we have greener pasture in Africa here. And that's why I'm very excited and very, very delighted this opportunity for me to be here and speaking to you. I have had the privileges of taking my private business to overseas, and I know what it means. If I have this privilege before, it could have been much easier. To get into a new market requires you have a local contact, and that's what I'm going to be talking about. AN Global in 10 countries is a huge platform, and we bring it to your doorstep in Africa. Right now, we are in Nigeria, Lagos, Abuja, and of course in Ghana, where my colleague Edna, our Business Development Director, is handling that axis of Africa. And our intention is to go through the whole African countries. And we're putting all the structure, we're putting everything that are needed, we're listening to the markets, and we're using the local context. So we're growing globally with the local knowledge. So that's what we're doing now. So when you want to go into a new market as a small business owner, whether you are in production, manufacturing, services. So first thing you need to do is to look for a consultant, a reliable consultant, or probably a local contact who can be able to give you the information, research the market, research the culture, research the consumer's behavior, market trends, and be able to give you what are the laws, what are the things you need to do there. So just like Phil Knight says that you play by the rule, but you need to be voracious. So while playing by the rule as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, you need to be voracious. You need to be dogged to be able to scale through your business, because there are going to be challenges. So those challenges are the things that we are here this afternoon or this morning or in the evening, depending on where you are, to digest. And our strong point as a company here in Global is to help you solve those teething problems that is hindering your business. So in doing that, we need to know you, we need to understand your business, we need to work with you, and then working with our partner in ECOBANK, which is very soon they will present some of the funding opportunities in ECOBANK that we help the SMEs. So those are the things we are working with, identifying the market, we are identifying the problems, and we want to work with you. We want to grow your business together. We want you to succeed, and that's why we bring our founder who spoke earlier on, who invested thousands of dollars to make sure that Africa benefit from the huge market in overseas, such as US, UK, Canada, Australia. And on all those countries I mentioned, we are physically present. So imagine if you decide to expand your business. So we are here to listen and to develop your business, develop the structure, develop the strategy, and then, of course, train you, give you the information regarding the laws of those countries. And those are the things we are bringing to your doorstep. So I am available, and my colleagues, Edna, if you are in Ghana or any other part of Africa, or you are in an African origin, but you are living in overseas, we are here to grow with you. And if you want to buy a franchise, we are franchisors, so we can be able to listen and help you to grow and become successful and prosperous in this business world. So at the time of crisis, you need to be able to adopt some certain strategies that will help your business to stay afloat. For example, now that we have financial crisis, especially Africa, where we have unstable economic policies. So those things affect small business owners because of so many changes in policies and changes in government. So we want to help you navigate those storms that comes with changes in environment, changes in locations, changes in policies and all of that. So that's our work, and we are bringing it to you free of charge. So please take your time and connect with us, and you will not regret connecting with us. So we at AN Global are consultants, and we've been in this business for many years. And like my founder and my colleagues, Monica, and of course, Dr. Menakshi spoke. So we have all the strategies in terms of expertise advice, in terms of knowledge, in terms of satisfaction for you. So you will be able to gain all that you need to be able to grow your business. So bringing ECOBANK, bringing our accountant consultant that is locally from Nigeria here. So those things are the things I'm going to present to you. Will help you to grow that business to become successful, and then give you opportunity to access some funding products that are valuable for your business. So we are here to listen in terms of investment, in terms of business expansion, such as what we call business migration. So we want to understand where you want or what is your interest, and we grow the business. And of course, people will say problems. And I remember the saying from Anthony Robinson. Anthony Robinson says that every problem is a gift. So it's left for us to find opportunity therein. So where there is problem, there are opportunities. Africa have their own challenges in terms of power issues, in terms of unstable political environment. But in the midst of those troubles, there are opportunities there. The opportunities there that there are so many people who are in need of your services, you're in need of your productions, in need of manufacturing, need of trade and investment. So those are your customers. But you have to build the structure, the processes, automate your system, your processes, so that people can be able to access it. And AN Global is here to give you the CRM, the technology, and to make you succeed in all your dreams. So we are available to help you. We are available to grow with you, and we will be offering so many products and services that will help your business to grow. Whether you want to expand in Africa, whether you want to expand to Europe, to UK, to Canada, to Australia, we are here to work with you. And with our partners bank, we will help you to grow your business and then become successful. Then we also ready to franchise with any business that is productive and in Nigeria or any African countries, and take you to overseas and you become successful. And that is our one of the core objectives of AN Global. So we have opportunities for you to take on. Thank you.
Thank you, all AN Global speakers. We are honored to have you speak to us on all these incredible strategies that will help us with unlimited growth in our businesses. Yeah, so we are moving on to the second session, where we have the African speakers also in this order. We have Mr. Durodola Abdul Raham Abiodun, and then Mr. Adesan Olugbenga Jacob. So Mr. Durodola Abdul Raham Abiodun is the ECOBANK representative. Yes, so we're going to hear from him, and then followed by Mr. Adesan Olugbenga Jacob. He is a financial cost tax expert and a chartered accountant of ANAN in Nigeria. Yes, I hope you find this session also both informative and inspiring. Thank you once again for joining us. Over to you, Mr. Durodola Abdul Raham. Okay, Mr. Durodola Abdul Rahman Abiodun, can you please present what you have to?
Maybe,
Mr. Durodola.
maybe it's on.
It's setting up. Yes, so just a little bit patience. Just a
Okay,
minute. Yeah, thank you.
thank you.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Okay, my name is Budola Abraman. I am here to represent ECOBANK, Nigeria. Actually, ECOBANK is a Pan-African bank. We have our presence in 36 African countries as we speak. And then we have representative countries. We have our representative in South Africa, in UK, and in Paris. So when it comes to SME in Africa, very big role, you know, in financing of SME in Africa. So now I will go to my slide, you know, to tell us.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Durodola. If you can hear me, there is feedback from your end. Your line is breaking as you talk, so we can hear you clearly.
Is it better now? I get it.
It's still the same, unfortunately. Can you say a statement? Can you say something? No, I can't hear you now. Sorry, everyone. We'll just fix this and continue in a while.
Just give him like a little patient. Maybe someone can be, saying something. Let him connect very well. Thank you. Sincerely apologize.
Okay, so is Mr. Adesanya Olubenga Jacob ready? Maybe he could go before Mr. Durodola.
We can move on with the next presenter and he can come back.
Mr. Adesanya, if you're ready, please, let's hear from you. Mr. Durodola will continue afterwards. Thank you.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I think the system is giving an issue, but I'll go on. If you can hear me clearly.
Yes, we can. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Adesanya Olubenga Jacob. I'm a financial expert. I'm a chartered accountant and also a certified cost manager. I thank everyone and also thank the body that organized this wonderful program. I'm going to talk on why bookkeeping is essential for SMEs. And we all know that bookkeeping is very essential for every business that needs to grow. It's like the pivot of growing every business. So for every enterprise that needs to succeed, a proper record needs to be kept. So I would like to start on the note of what is bookkeeping? For every business, what is bookkeeping? And for every business to succeed, a proper record needs to be kept. In the other side of this world here in Nigeria, we find out that most of the small business hardly kept a proper record. And when we talk about bookkeeping, it means how we collect our information, how we organize the records, and how we store the record and analyze it for financial information or financial purpose in order to be able to take appropriate decision for the business. And we know that every bookkeeping is just a one side of it, and we need the accounting aspect which do the proper analysis and presentation of every enterprise. So information gathering is very essential for every organization, especially every transaction that is being operated upon in every enterprise. So in Nigeria here, as we are talking, we have many small business that hardly could keep their book right. But for every operation to move on right, every business must set aside a proper bookkeeping in order to be able to have a strong financial backing. And for you to be able to do that, you must be able to have the skill. As the head of every organization must have the knowledge and skill of how to gather information, to sort this information, record and put record in place for proper bookkeeping and accounting. And for a small business, it's generally operated on a cash basis, which is more or less the inappropriate side of keeping records. But for proper bookkeeping and accounting, the dual entry is more appreciated for them to be able to have a well settled account. So a company that operates needs to have a proper bookkeeping and accounting. And we have the cash basis and also the accrual basis. So when we talk about keeping record, a company must have what method is going to choose in keeping its record. Most of the small business keep their record on cash basis, but this is not too good enough until they have a proper way of keeping their record in a accrual basis, where they will be able to have the right legs of its account. Then we look at how can we be of help in this area of bookkeeping. We need to have consistent training, like when you have somebody who is to handle your bookkeeping in your organization, either the accounting officer or the accountant employee, you must be able to have the appropriate training of what to do and how to put things right. In accounting, we know that when you create your account, you must have heads of accounts. And head of accounts helps you to be able to know what to post to debit and what to post to credit. And talking about creating the ledgers. And when you create ledgers, it helps to be able to put up the appropriate record in order to have a good financial report. Talking about the general ledger, the sales ledger, and purchases ledger in order to make our bookkeeping right. So when we have these ledgers put in place, it gives us the backup in order to be able to know what the company is doing, the picture of the company, especially when you analyze it and you put everything in proper statements, like from the general ledger and the purchases ledger, the sales ledger, you create your trial balance and you put up your proper account, which is to create the profit and loss to know whether the business is doing well, and also to be able to create the balance sheet, which shows the picture of the strength of the company in terms of assets, in terms of the liabilities, and in terms of equity or finance back. So this helps the company to be able to have confidence when the appropriate books are kept from the source document. And most of the source documents are journals, and we have various journals. We have various journals that act as the source documents. So all these journals act as a source document in order to help the bookkeeping. But the proper accounting is what helped in order to prepare the proper record for analysis and presentation. So we do that in order to have a good picture, in order to prepare our record against taking decision by the organization, because the appropriate record that is being kept is what guides the management or the decision maker on what to do and how to do things. Because the financial report will be able to position you right to know how well the company is doing, then how you can be able to advance, maybe by going for expansion. And that is when the proper book is being kept. So going into the essentials of bookkeeping. Going to the essential of bookkeeping, we talk of what are those things that the financial report can be able to help to do. Every organization knows that once you are a regular company or an entity, you are subject to tax. And the book that is properly kept will help you to be able to defend what you need to pay to government or to any government agencies from your report. It's also helped to strengthen the company in order to expand, especially when you are trying to source for funds, either for investment or loan from bank. Because we're talking about. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we can.
Hello. Are you hearing? Okay. So it helps the financial reports or the bookkeeping.
Can you please
The
mute
bookkeeping
yourself?
help in order to know what to pay at the appropriate time to government in terms of tax or any government agencies in terms of what to remit in terms of pension or payee or other taxes or rates. It also helps in order to finance the company further in terms of expansion or growing the business beyond where it is. And for any business that wants to grow beyond where it is, it needs a proper bookkeeping and accounting. And the financier will always ask for a financial report. And the financial report that is being prepared must be a stamped one from an auditor or the experts. So this report is what the bankers or the financier will look into in order to assess whether the company is worthwhile giving such loan. And any SME that is looking for loan must have a back report, which must be the back reports to be able to evaluate what they have done in the past. And they will be able to know the progress of the company through the financial report by comparing year in, year out of the past year. So this helps when the company keep appropriate record and they keep it accurately. And it gives such business the confidence to be able to assess any opportunity when they are doing appropriate record keeping and book and accounting. When I said the essential things, when you keep your book and do the appropriate accounting, it provides an accurate report. It provides an accurate report because when you keep your record without allowing any loopholes, by making sure that every details is being documented and recorded appropriately, and proper check on each record is done to the accounting side, it gives you an accurate report when taking decision. It also permits comparison when you have the last year report or previous year's report. It helps you to be able to make comparison when you have your financial reports. And it's also help for internal use, especially the management, to take decision, or for external purpose, especially the banks, the government, when you have your report being prepared. So this will be as a guide to be able to know what the company is doing. So I said to help seeking for funds from bank also. When you prepare your record and your account, it's easier for bank to rely on the financial report that is being signed. It also facilitates your filing of taxes or returns to the government. It helps when it comes to fraud, when you want to investigate some certain record. When you have all your source document being kept and you have your appropriate document, it's easy for you to trail back and know what happened when you are facing the challenge of either fraud or you are trying to trace error. So it helps when you keep appropriate record and your accounting. And it's also easy when you have an organized system where you keep and document and shelve your documents. It's easy, it gives a fast access to information, especially the financial transactions. So, and I have some pictures that I would have loved to show. I don't know if you can see them, just to show, okay, the sample of what a petty cash look like, because when you talk about bookkeeping and accounting, there are some documents that are very relevant and they act as some of the source documents. The journals, our petty cash, our cash impressed. Then this petty cash helps when you are dealing with small expense like stationery, like other few upkeeps in the offices. And the impress are mostly used when you have special purpose transaction where a fixed amount might be allocated from time to time for reimbursement, maybe on projects. Then we talk about when you have your information, and for last year, for example, it gives you an idea to be able to project, which make us to be able to do some cash flow. When you have appropriate record, it gives you ability to project. Like when you want to seek for loan and the bank has looked into your record and they find out that you have made a project for maybe the next 6 months or 1 year in which the loan will be repaid. So you need to have your old record in order to have a good projection for such. So we have the sample of the journal, which help. We have one of the source document also. A receipt is a source document, and which when payments are made, you issue receipts. And when purchases are made too, you collect your receipts and you document it by filing it. And in accounting, like I talked about the X, you have to know how you document your record, how you give people the authority to authorize when requests are made. So we need that in order to keep our record straight. The autonomy to cash should be authorized by a superior officer in order to have a checkmate on the excesses of operation. So we need to have that. Then every business requires to have a bank statement in order to be as a guide. Every business needs to have a bank statement. In Nigeria here, we have few of such small business doing banking, and it is very essential for any enterprise to succeed, must open a bank account in order to succeed. So we'll want to close from here because I don't want to exceed the time. From all, the essence of keeping our record, which is the essentials of bookkeeping, is to give confidence to the owner of business when their records are properly kept. It gives them the confidence to have a strong reliability on the information available. And it also builds trust when the external purpose of using the account comes in. So it gives a strong reliability also. So thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you very much, Mr. Adesanya Jacob. Mr. Dorodola, are you ready? We have you up next.
Okay, I'm ready.
Thank you, sir. Please go on. Mr. Adesanya, please stop sharing.
Yeah, I'm coming. Just a minute. Sorry. Please come on, help me.
We can continue. Perfect.
Yes.
Oh,
Mr. Dorodola.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, okay. Sorry for the disruption the other time. Okay, like I said, my name is Dorodola Abdraman. I'm here to represent ECOBANK to present the products that we have for SME in ECOBANK. ECOBANK is a Pan-African bank. We have our presence in 36 countries in Africa, where we have a representative office in UK, and we have in France. Also, we have a representative office in South Africa as well. So when we are talking about sponsoring of SME, our presence is highly felt in the whole of Africa. So I will go straight to what we have for SMEs. SME means small and medium scale enterprises. And they are categorized, to nano homestead enterprise. Those are enterprises with 1 or 2 employees and a turnover of less than 3 million in a year. While we have micro enterprises, they have employees of between 3 and 9 and a turnover of 3 to 25 million naira. Then we have small enterprises with employees of 10 to 49 and turnover of 25 million to less than 100 million, while medium enterprises from 50 employees to 199 employees, and turnover of between 100 million to less than 1 billion naira, on annual basis. So for SME, we have segments where we focus on, where SMEs actually do their trades. We have traders, so distributors. So what they do mostly is just to distribute finished goods or raw materials, from the manufacturers to consumers. We have light manufacturers, those people that are producing on low scale. We have agri and agro allied. Then we have contractors and vendors. Contractors, people that are into construction and various vendors. Then we have professional services. We have hotels and hospitality. And then we have also microfinance banks. All these segments are segments that ECOBANK can actually finance. Then SME business operate within the following sectors, among others: trading, like I've explained the other time, FMCG, fast-moving consumer goods, commodities, and others. We have construction, manufacturing, services like telecoms, agriculture, renewable energy, financial institutions, and oil and gas. So in all these areas, ECOBANK actually have products and services that we offer people that are doing all these businesses. Okay. In Africa, in Nigeria, precisely, let me just deal with Nigeria. The MSME, SME, employ 76% of the workforce in Nigeria, because that is actually the force that is driving the economy, and they contribute 49% of Nigeria GDP. So when we look at this, we know that the importance of SME cannot be overemphasized. For any country to develop, the SME business must actually move. Without that, the country cannot develop. That is why all these products and services, are prepared to ensure that our SME people are able to grow their business easily. According to the National Bureau of Statistics, less than 5% of SMEs have been able to access adequate finance for working capital and for funding business growth through expansion. So, and it has several reasons for this. There are several reasons for that. Part of it is what the accountant has been able to mention. A lot of companies don't keep their there is no proper bookkeeping. Some they don't do, they don't have proper bank accounts, so it makes it difficult for them to have access to SME loans and finances. But for those who are able to do it, these are our solutions. ECOBANK Nigeria, we have our solutions to credit needs of MSMEs. So SME credit, we have credit schemes for contract receivable finance. What we mean by contract receivable finance is that some people that have already done contracts, maybe for supplying of goods, or for carrying out of a construction and things like that, if they require funds to execute contracts, they can actually get from ECOBANK. Or while they have already done the contract and they are awaiting payment, we also have a product, that can actually assist while awaiting payments for jobs that have been done. We also have inventory finance. Inventory finance to finance MSMEs to SMEs seeking to purchase inventory and stock up goods to meet growing demands. This is for people doing buying and selling. This particular product is good for them. So this one is divided into three. We have merchant advance, we have shop owners facility, and we have cluster lending. So I will explain everything, from time to time. Asset finance, that's another product. Asset finance, lending against cash flow to finance acquisition of major assets. e.g. mortgages, vehicles, equipment. So for companies that want loan to be able to purchase assets, this is for them. It can be used to do mortgages for people that want to buy buildings, vehicles, equipment, and so on and so forth. That is what is available to them. Then we have distributorship finance. Distributorship finance is to finance distributors seeking to purchase inventory and stock of goods to meet growing demands. Businesses in the FMCG value chain are already covered under this scheme. So that is the first part that I mentioned are for credit schemes. Then to the second part, we have discretionary lending via CA. That is credit acceptance. Then the third one is called Elevate. Elevate is targeted at businesses owned. Hello? Okay. Elevate targeted at businesses owned and managed by women or with high percentage of female board members or employees. Products or services specifically targeted at women, or special discount on pricing and collateralization. So for this Elevate, it's actually, a product that is targeted at encouraging women, to do their own business, to own their own business, and then to be able to survive, in the economy. That is what Elevate is all about. Elevate is used for companies, that is managed or has higher percentage of female board members, or for product or services specifically targeted at women. And then the third one, for Elevate customers, there are special discounts on pricing and collateralization if they require loan, if they want loan. Sorry, hold on. Okay. To finance MSME inventory, so I want to go to inventory finance now. Inventory finance is to finance MSMEs, to SMEs seeking to purchase inventory and stock of goods to meet growing demands. Businesses in the FMCG value chain are adequately covered under this scheme. It can be available as overdraft or short-term loans. Facility amount tied to customer need and historical cash flow. The tenure is for a maximum of 12 months. Whether conditions subject to non-disclosure agreement. So what we are talking about here is that for FMCG, fast-moving consumer goods. Fast-moving consumer goods are, let me give you an example. In Nigeria, we can talk about cement. People that are trades in cement, that is particularly targeted, for them. Those people that buy in bulk from the producers and then redistribute to end consumers or to people selling in small units. So it's available to them as overdraft or short-term loans. Facility amount is tied to customers' need and historical cash flow, and then tenure for a maximum of 12 months. Other conditions subject to non-disclosure agreement. So that is for inventory finance. Then for merchant advance, to finance purchase and sales of fast-moving, non-perishable, non-specialized, highly marketable consumer items with sales collection via digital platform. So for merchant advance, what this one is meant for is that we have our platforms for collection. For example, we have POS, we have so customers that are doing their collection, that are collecting their payments through our POS, already by automatically doing this, they are already entitled to having this loan, And the advantage of this is that it is uncollateralized up to a limit of 5 million naira. That is, a customer can have access to this without asking them to bring any special collateral up to a limit of 5 million naira. It can be availed as short-term loan or overdraft. Amount is tied to average monthly digital collections over 6 months, tenure up to 180 days. Other terms subject to non-disclosure agreement. So this one is particularly targeted at people that are doing collection through our POS. That is what this merchant advance is all about. Then we have for the other variant is this shop owner facility. This one is targeted for traders operating from market locations and already parts of recognized market associations or business membership organization to finance inventory purchases. So this set of traders, they are the people that are doing their business inside major markets, or people that belongs to market associations or business membership. So this one is very good for them. The purpose of this is to purchase and sales of fast-moving, non-perishable, non-specialized, highly marketable consumer goods. It is also uncollateralized for up to 5 million naira. That is, they can have access to this money up to 5 million naira without asking for any other special collateral. They can actually get more than 5 million, don't get me wrong. But if they want to collect more than 5 million naira, we ask for additional collateral. We ask for tangible collateral. Facility amount is tied to average monthly turnover over a period of 6 months. That is, we collect statement of account for 6 months to determine the turnover of the customer, and that is what we use to determine how much the customer can collect as a loan. It can be available as short-term loan or overdraft. Tenure of up to 180 days. Other conditions subject to non-disclosure agreement. That is for shop owner facility. So the next part that I'm going to is contract finance. Contract finance provides financing for execution of confirmed contracts issued by the corporate and public sector agencies through parastatals. So if a customer wants to execute a contract for blue chip companies, for example, or from a government, they actually approach the bank to seek for a loan to be able to finance this kind of project. So these are the conditions. One, the client must have history of performance in similar projects. For us to give this loan, the customers will have an history, of previous contracts that have been carried out successfully. Then duly verified and accepted purchase order, invoice or payment certificate. So the customer must be able to provide purchase order, invoice or payment certificate is actually meant for people that are already done with the contract or with the supply of the goods, but they are awaiting payment. But pending the time when the payment will come, they can actually discount, just like discounting the invoice from ECOBANK, so that they can actually use the money to do some other project. So ECOBANK can provide up to 70% of contract value or 90% of cost of execution. Other conditions subject to non-disclosure agreement. So if a customer wants us to finance a particular project, we can do up to 70% of the contract value or 90% of cost of execution. So that is for contract finance. Then we have for asset finance. So for asset finance, what is meant for to finance acquisition of non-specialized, easily marketable assets, such as vehicles, generators, mortgages, and renewable energy. What you mean by non-specialized is that there are some assets that can only be used, in some very few, let's say, industry. That even if you want to dispose it, is always very difficult to get people that will buy it. ECOBANK will not do that. Then highly perishable goods or items, ECOBANK will not do it. We don't finance things like that. But for non-specialized, easily marketable assets such as vehicle, generator, mortgages, and renewable energy, we finance. And we do up to 70% of cost of asset to be acquired, to be availed as short-term or medium-term loan, to finance purchase or renovation of commercial buildings for clients, for building for clients' operations. The finance is also available. So what this one means
Okay, Mr. Durodola, I think there is a network interruption. Just a few seconds, I'm sure he'll be back on. Please stay tuned. You're muted, Mr. Durodola.
Okay, so can you hear me now?
Yes, we can, thanks.
Okay, sorry for the break in translation. It was due to bad network here. So, so to finance acquisition of sorry, okay, sorry. Let's continue. So, let me go back to to finance or to finance issue of non-specialized marketable assets such as vehicle, generators, mortgage, and renewable energy. So up to 70% of cost of assets to be acquired, to be availed as short-term or medium-term loan, to finance purchase or renovation of commercial buildings for clients, operation, and refinancing is also available. Other conditions subject to non-disclosure. Okay, so we have for agri and agro-allied. So we have finance solution involving balancing sheet and collaborative lending with key local and foreign development financial institutions. So what ECOBANK does in this case is that we encourage farmers, to come together as an association. ECOBANK can actually disburse loan, to us so that it will help their members. Also, we also assist, to get funds from through some key partners, which include the following: ABP, the CBN Anchor Borrowers Program. That is, ECOBANK can actually ask with CBN to help get loan for some of these customers. We have a new start, Nigeria Incentive-Based Risk Sharing System for Agricultural Lending. We actually assist farmers to actually get loan from these organizations. And then we have CACS, Commercial Agriculture Credit Scheme. We have Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprises Funds. RSSF, Rural Sector Support Facility. We have PAS, Paddy Aggregation Scheme, and we have MAS, Maize Aggregation Scheme. So through all these schemes, we can actually get loan for farmers that are doing their business in agricultural fields. Then for non-oil exports, support for non-oil exports for people, for companies that are doing exports. We have trade advisor and market information support, pre and post-shipment export finance offerings by discounting of warehouse warrants for commodities and export produce receivables, flexible export produce conversion and sales. So what this means is that for trade advisory and market information, we can actually advise customers, on trade, and then we can actually give them market information support. Then pre and shipment export finance. For customers that want to export, we can actually give them finance, to be able to achieve the product from here, for them to be able to ship out. Or some people that have already shipped and they are waiting for payment from their partner from overseas, we can actually give them loan pending the time they receive, the payment for the goods that have been shipped. When we have flexible export produce conversion, that is when customers actually receive the inflow, the money that they got from their export, ECOBANK can actually assist them to convert it to local currency, or to even be able to sell the local currency in Nigeria.
Hello, Mr. Dorodola. Sorry to interrupt, but I think we have 2 more minutes to wrap up.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'm almost done. So with all this, we have digital solutions for ECOBANK customers that will make it very easy for them to do banking with us. Example, part of what we have is OmniLite. This is our internet banking platform for SMEs. We have ECOBANK Pay. This ECOBANK Pay is a collection platform for the customer to be able to pay. We have our POS, point of sales, that's for collections. We have debit cards, and we have our USSD. So apart from all those ones that I've mentioned, the SME app is also a new app that is coming to the market that will give access to customers to be able to do the following. They can actually do quick account opening. They can view transaction history, transfer money between account and another account at ECOBANK, transfer funds to another local bank, that is bank in Nigeria, receive payment via USSD, receive payment via QR. They can be able to pay bills, purchase item and data without also better customer experience. So that is what I actually have for our customers. So we have empowering the new African single market. The presence of ECOBANK alone in 30 African countries is actually, helpful with regard to this. You can do your business seamlessly across Africa using ECOBANK platforms, because we have presence everywhere to make your transaction very seamless across African countries. So that is all I have to present for now. So if anybody has any questions, please, I'm available. Hello?
Thank you very much, Mr.
Okay.
Dorodola. All questions will be addressed in the chat. It will be sent to the email inwali@anglobalholdings.com. Yes, and all answers will be given rightly there. Those that will be forwarded to you will be done accordingly. Yes.
Okay.
Please, thank you so much, everyone. We've finally come to the end of the information session, and I would like to thank everyone once again for joining us. And I hope that you found the session both informative and inspiring for your businesses. Yes. And those of you who are entrepreneurs or are students in schools know that this is a springboard into just bringing ideas out of the box and then getting them into a better business with this as a springboard for you. Yes, I would like to encourage everyone to subscribe to our YouTube channel, AN Global Consulting, and then follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, all on AN Global Consulting. You can read more about us also on www.anglobalholdings.com. That's our website. That's our website. So I will finally ask our CEO Africa, Mr. Inwali, to share any last words before we end the session. Thank you. Mr. Inwali.
He lost contact, probably.
Oh. Mr. Inwali, we're waiting for you. If you have any last words before we end the session.
I can say a few words, Edna.
All right, Monica, please go ahead.
I really want to thank everyone joining this information session and listening. Just the surface of the steps and the information that we provide. It seems that Mr. Navali came back. So with all the questions that you have, please address to Mr. Navali and to all of us, and we can help you to evolve your business in different levels. So, Mr. Navali, the last word.
Thank you, Monica. Thank you for the team. I'm so happy that finally we started this program, and for our listeners, we really appreciate your time, and our presenters, our founder, Mr. Banish, Mishkadi, Dr. Manika. Thank you so much for the time and the valuable information you provided from your depth of your knowledge and experience in entrepreneurial sector. Thank you, Edna, and of course, Monica, once again, and all my fellow colleagues and CEOs, those are watching from Canada, USA, Australia, Mexico, India. Thank you so much, and Nigeria, Ghana. And thank you for those who have spent this time. We look forward to working with you. We will be doing this regularly, especially as we step into 2024 with ECOBANK. Thank you, ECOBANK representative, of course, our accountant, Mr. Deseya. Thank you so much. We will be working with you to see that you succeed, because once you succeed, AN Global will succeed. Listen, we have 7 verticals that you're going to take advantage of, whether from turning around your business, we are here, to business migration, to expansion, growth and turnaround, we are here to help you. In terms of trade and investments, we are here to help you. So we are here. We are not far away from you. So I'm available and I'm reachable, accessible. You can contact me, or you're in Ghana, contact Edna. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Navali, and thank you all. And I hope we'll going to have a very good outcome from this information.